my name is Tammy, and you're watching Crafting with Tammy. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making a little budget, or should I say a little savings binder. I made this specifically for my daughter and her husband. They are the Moores. So I just did a little, put a little vinyl decal on here. It says the Moores Slush Funds with some dollar signs there. And then on the inside, we went on ahead, we're gonna go ahead and create some savings envelopes for them. And I just printed these off of a download off of Etsy file and laminated them and placed them inside the envelopes. And then I placed some budget paper back here, as well as just some lined paper for some notes. So they're very frugal and thrifty. So I hope this will help them in their journey as far as saving. And it also has a little, I forgot to tell you, it also has a little place here where you can put some cards and things, and also a little pen holder. I ordered these off of Amazon. I think they came in a pack of 5, I wanna say, and they were very reasonable. And you can get the envelopes on the inside off of Amazon as well. So without further ado, come on. Let's get started. Okay guys, we are in Design Space and we are going to start out with a shape. We're going to go in here and we're going to get us a rectangle, and we're going to make that rectangle. We're going to use that as the image of the front of our binder. So we're going to bring that over here. We're going to unlock this and we're going to make the size of the rectangle. I measured it. So it is 4.5 by 7. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to change it to the color, and the binder is like a greenish, a light greenish color. I like that. Okay, so we'll go with that. Next, we're going to take another shape because we have to do our little tab that's over there. And so what I'm going to do is take something for the shapes like this. It looks like a tab that would flip over there. And then we're going to go ahead and unlock this, and we're going to change the width of this to, I think it's 1.25. And then I think the height is 2.5. Okay, there we go. Yep, that looks good. Let's go ahead and change that color to the same color. And then we're going to rotate this. And then I'm going to bring this over here and place it right smack dab in the middle. Okay, so now we have this as our guide, and now we're going to go ahead and put some text in here. So I'm going to get a text box. And I don't like that font, so I'm going to change it to a font that I like. And I like this analog script. So we're going to go ahead and use that analog script. And then we're going to go ahead and change it to we're going to type the word "the," I should say. We're going to put that over here. And then we're going to get another text box, and we're going to type the word "Moores." Okay, and we're going to take that. Oops. What you do there? There we go. We want to move that over here. We're going to fix this up a little bit, and we're going to do 2 more text boxes, and I'm going to put slush and put that down here, and another text box, and it's going to say funds, and we're going to put that down here. Okay, so with this, I do want it to be on a kind of like a little angle here. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this, And I'm going to make the Moors just a little bit smaller because I don't want it exactly out to the ends here. That looks good to me. And then we'll do slush. And I think I'm going to put that on a little angle. And funds, we'll put that on a little angle. There we go. And so I want to put some dollar signs on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for images, look under images, and then it'll pop up. And then here I'm going to put dollar sign, dollar signs. And we should get some dollar signs to pop up here. My computer's moving really slow here today. There we go. And let's go back up to the top. I like this one, so I'm going to take that one and add to canvas. And so obviously that is definitely too huge, so I'm going to size it down some and see if it fits till it fits in here. The space I have to work with here. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that one more time. And we're going to move it so that we have like 2 of them in there. Okay. Looks good to me. So I do not want to print the pennant, and I do not want to print the little rectangle. I just want this. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight this, and I'm going to hit attach. And once I hit attach, then you'll hit make it. We'll want to go ahead and get our piece of vinyl. I'm going to cut this out in some black vinyl and apply it to the Cricut mat. I'm using a 12 by 12 mat. And so I need a piece of black vinyl that's probably around 5 inches by 7 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that and place it on the mat, and then we'll head over to the Cricut and let it cut. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so we are back, and we have completed our design in Design Space. We have cut it out with the Cricut, and now we're going to go ahead and weed our image and apply it to our binder over here. So let's begin this weeding process. Just some of this stuff wants to come up, and it doesn't need to be coming up, so we are just gonna have to kind of hold it down there while the rest of it comes out. There we go. Need my apostrophe on there. Why is my F coming off there? Alrighty, let's get some of these. Come on. Don't be misbehaving. Pulling up the wrong part, Tim. Let's get some of these things that don't belong there. I think we can kind of smooth that back down. That should be okay. So we'll just take out the negative. So we are left with our positive. And then we're gonna go ahead and use some transfer tape and put it on the image. Okay, let me just get some of this tape off of my fingers. It is definitely sticky. And we have a few more pieces here. Let me just get these off the dollar signs. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and separate the dollar signs. I'm not gonna try to put all that on at the same time. Come on, there we go. Just the little pieces that are in there sometimes be hard to see. Should have got out my board, but I did it. So we'll just go with it. So I get this last piece out of here. There we go. And so there we have it. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the dollar signs because I'm not going to try to put them all on the paper at the same time. I apologize. I'm just over here at the trash can trying to get these little pieces off my fingers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a pair of scissors and I'm going to just go ahead and cut out these dollar signs because it is too difficult to try to place all of it on there at one time. So I'm not. I can actually cut this in half too. And so now we have 3 pieces and we'll start out and cut this in half. So definitely don't need a big, huge piece. And we'll start out with the top portion, which says the Moors. Then we'll add the rest. I still have some vinyl on my fingers. You see that? All this stuff gets everywhere. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up. So we have that there, and we're going to start out with the Moors. What is that? Look like there's a little bubble or something there. Okay. So we've got that on there. Yes, comes up nicely. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take the binder, and I did want it on an angle. I did cut it on an angle. And so we're just going to place the Moors as such. Use my little squeegee, that vinyl to get down there on that surface. And then gently we're going to go ahead and pull it up. There we go. And we'll move on to step number 2. We'll add the dollar signs last. And this is just the slush funds. So we'll go ahead and pull that up. And then, do I want it tilted? I guess I'll go with the theme and just keep it tilted. And we'll put slush funds down here at the bottom. And we'll pull that up gently. Okay, and last but not least, we're gonna go ahead with these two little dollar signs that I have. And then we're going to place those as such. On our little tab here. I think I have a couple of little pieces that were stuck when I was weeding out of that on there. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just put this transfer tape back down here. See if I can get it out with the little weed pen. But there's that little piece. There we go. When I was weeding, it got stuck. On there, so that was just where I messed up. There we have it. Okay, so here's our outside of our binder, the Moore's Slush Fund. And so now we're just going to complete it by putting the little envelopes on the inside. And the inside, you'll see on the inside of the binder, it has little pockets where you can put cards or things of that nature. It has a spot for a pen there, and also you can tuck in some receipts right there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this paper from the binder because they're not going to need that. And then I do have some other goodies too that I want to put in here. These are the envelopes. These are the little envelopes that I have, and I have 6 of them. And earlier we went on ahead and we printed out some images, some challenges, savings challenges off of Etsy. I had downloaded some, and this is a $50 savings challenge. Here we have a $100 savings challenge, $1,000, $2,000, and then this is a 100 envelope savings challenge, which at the end you'll have 10,100, and then this is another one. At the end you'll have 20,200. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put these in the envelopes. And they could just take like a Sharpie, because the Sharpie will come off with some alcohol. And so we'll just put them in the envelopes here. And as they mark them, as they put the money in there, they can just mark it with a little Sharpie. And if they wanted to reuse it again, they could use it with, just take a little alcohol swab and it would come right off. The Sharpie would come off. Okay. So I'm going to finish doing these, and then we're going to load it up. I did want to share with you, I had brought off of Amazon as well as the binder. I did buy some budget sheets, some little budget sheets. So we'll put a couple of those in there, and then I had just have some plain paper, packs of paper, refill paper that I bought. And I put a couple of that in. So stay tuned and we'll go through it when it's all done. Okay guys, so we are all done stuffing our little slush fund budget book here, and that's the cover. And when I opened it up, we put in the challenges in the envelopes for them to place their cash should they choose to do so. Some people aren't really comfortable with keeping this kind of cash on hand. So they may do it in a savings account at the bank or something and just transfer the money over, which is fine too. You can just still take the Sharpie and exit off each week, and if you feel safer with your money in the bank. And then in the back, I added a couple of budget sheets, should they need them for anything, and then some paper, just some plain lined paper so they can write their notes or set some goals or so on and so forth. But there you have it, guys. Do me a favor, if you like what you're seeing today, go ahead down below and hit that like button. If you learned something, that's wonderful. For those of you who are new, welcome to my channel. Those of you who are returning, thank you for continuing to support my channel. New content is loaded on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And until we meet again, guys, be blessed.